Is your electric jack acting up, or do you just need to rewire an old one? Don't call the electrician just yet. Today I'm going to rewire an old one from scratch. I'm going to show you how to do it as well. And I'm going to show you how you don't need all the fancy electrical tools to get it done. Even if you've never touched trailer wiring or any electrical wiring before, stick with me. By the end, we're going to get this guy running like brand new, and next time you'll know how to troubleshoot any electrical problems and kind of understand how it works. All right, so let's see where we're at. So I had this old tongue jack. It's actually a really good one. I don't know what kind of shape it's in, actually, but I got it from a friend. As you can see here, the wire was just chopped from theirs. So if you're a newbie like I was, you're gonna be wondering, how do I make this work? So the first thing first, we need a test. Let's see if this guy even works anymore. All right, so easiest thing I would say is using jumper cables, because you should have jumper cables, and if you don't, shame on you, and go get some jumper cables. You should always have those. I can do a separate video talking more in depth about this. When it comes to electrical, in case you don't know, you have a hot wire and you have grounding. Grounding is what's going to prevent you from being electrocuted and keep things safe. All right, for grounding, all you need is bare metal. So as long as the metal is not have paint on or something, as long as you can make a clear, good connection. So I'm saying hypothetical, I'm going to show you something cooler we can do this with. But hypothetical, I hook that to some metal, hot to the hot. And again, the other side is going to be hooked up to either your vehicle, or actually you could do your battery in your RV. Wherever your battery is, hopefully on the outside, you can just hook up to that to get some power. All right, and then what we're gonna do with the power, we're gonna see if it works. But I wanna show you something fun, just in case. Like I said, do that if you have the jump cables, but if you have any power tools, which I know a lot of people may not, but I love to have power tools, just have like a drill around the trailer. You never know when you're gonna need something basic. Even I use the DeWalt set, this one's Ryobi, and I have a little hand vacuum, and you can charge these so easy, and then you have a hand vacuum around the trailer. So if you don't have that, go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, get a little pack of the power tools. So what's really cool with these is, they go into the tool and they're getting power off it. Well, that is exposed, so we can use that. So what I need to do is first grounding. So negative will always be the grounding, positive is the hot. And no, you're not gonna hurt yourself by touching these. All right, so grounding, again, I'm gonna put it against metal. You can see here, we made sure to rub off any extra paint, just in case. You can probably get a good connection, but I went ahead and did that. So I hold that part here to ground it. Here's my hot. So I'm gonna hold that to the positive side. Nice, good, make sure everything's tightly pushed together. And let's see. So we're definitely in luck. Obviously, he works just fine. We just gotta do wiring. Okay, so we definitely need to add more length. I would definitely measure how much you need, because I'm just gonna hook this up directly to my battery, and my batteries are right there on the front of my trailer near the tongue jack. So I went ahead and measured it out, and this one I cut a little prematurely. It's a little short, so we're gonna cut a longer one. And then we'll clip the old guy up a little higher, and we'll get them attached, and attach both ends. Your hot, you want red, just so anyone always knows that's the hot wire. You can see how old this is. You can't even tell it's red anymore. So I am gonna purposely clip it up much higher so we can mostly have that red wire. You can get electrical wire pretty much anywhere. Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, I don't know, maybe Walmart might have some. For 12 volt, that's all you need for an electric tongue jack. You just get 10 gauge. So let me measure this out, what I need. All right, got the new wire. I'm gonna cut him now a little bit higher. Let's say, let's cut it here. Okay, so now we've attached these two guys. So that's another reason you're gonna want your wire cutters / wire strippers. You can see here how you use it for different gauges. We have the 10 gauge. You don't need to cut it too far down. Hold it on tight, and then you're gonna twist it. And then you're gonna just kind of work it off like that, okay? Okay, to do the best, cleanest connection, you're gonna wanna get one of these. So you're gonna want, the best connection you can do is with a wire connector. Now these, you can get at Home Depot, Harbor Freight, all the same places, very cheap too. I have a big pack here, but you can get smaller packs. So it's not expensive, easy to do. There are alternatives. Okay, let's say you're in a pinch, you know, you're out, you're broken down, I don't know. You can actually twist these together and then use tape around them, preferably electrical tape, or duct tape if that's what you have, and that connection will work. You don't want to leave that long term because it can get corroded in there, and all that happens is these wires get corroded on and the connection will no longer work. So it'll stop working. So let's go ahead and use this guy. So we'll make sure these are really nice, just tight together. You want to get that wire actually down in there, not just the plastic part that's showing right now. See, I have that all the way, it's actually sunken in. Same with the other guy. Twist them up nice and tight. Get it all the way in there. Here, I need to twist him a little more. All right, so I have them both snug all the way in. Now, so yeah, let's clamp it. So right here in the middle, you just want to really mash it down. I'm just using pliers. Now what you do is we have to heat this so it shrinks down and seals it. Now, there's many ways to do that. Some people use a heat gun. You probably don't have a heat gun. Neither do I. So you could also use a lighter. But there is a trick to do it. I'm actually going to show you how even with this blowtorch, I can do it. You just have to be careful. You don't want to melt things. Okay. My torch going. You're gonna see how I'm just barely gonna lightly do a little heat, then pull back. I don't know if you can tell, you see it's shrinking down. You don't want to hold the heat on for too long. You do it for a second, pull back. There's like a delayed reaction. Do you see? I don't know if you can see. I put the heat on, I pull away, and then you see it shrinking a little. Very light, delicate touch. Again, you can just do this with a lighter. Okay, I don't know if you can see outside, it is now sealed and tight. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, we got a nice connection done. Before I start the next part, I'm gonna test it one more time, make sure that connection's really good. So let's grab our battery again. Again, hot to the hot. Let's expose that wire first. Okay. All right. Hot to the hot. The negative to ground it. So we'll hold that there. That there. We got a good connection. All right. Now let's get this side ready so we can just put it right onto our battery. All right, again, for optimal, because I am going to put it on the battery, and you may know, your classic battery that you're going to have in your trailer, it has those two pegs. So we need something that will slide over that and connect our hot to the hot. Now what I have here is just a copper lug. Same thing as the rest, very cheap. You can get them at all the stores. So make sure though you get one that the hole is big enough, it can go over those pegs. So we cut much lower on this wire because I'm going to fold this over a couple times so it's much bigger in there. And then we'll clamp it down. Okay. You can see now it's much thicker. Put it on there, and now we just need to clamp this guy. So I had a little hard time using the pliers on that, so I just used a hammer, mashed that good. It's not going anywhere. We're gonna have a strong, clean connection. Last thing to do, let's put it on the trailer. Well, that wraps it up. Drop a comment. Let me know what you're working on next, and maybe if you have some ideas on what I can work on next or show you. I believe in empowering RVers and landowners with simple solutions and tools to connect, earn, and thrive together. Hence, I created Hookhub. And as they always say, hit subscribe. I have some really cool things in the works, and I have some videos coming out about RV life, the things that no one ever talks about.